Hey D, what's
Hey,
going on?
how's it going?
Hey, how'd your week go?
Good week. Can't complain.
Awesome, awesome. So we're back today. Conversation is about being strong,
Yes.
smart, independent.
Yes.
And the question comes, if you're a strong, smart, independent woman, what does that spouse look like?
Oh, good question.
What does that partner look like?
Good question.
So where we're at, because here when we start, okay, let's start with the whole idea of being strong, smart, and independent. Because I'm convinced that in some circles, you being strong, smart, and independent might make someone feel uncomfortable.
Well,
Come on.
that's not what I agree with. You should be able to be your authentic self, which being smart, strong, and independent.
So no longer, we're not dumbing down anymore, right?
No.
You sure?
No,
We're not
ladies.
being cute and,
No.
oh, I don't know.
That only takes you so far.
Can you change my tire?
No.
We're not doing that anymore.
I've been changing my own tires since I was 12.
Oh my. Okay, so strong and smart and independent. So strong means mainly you can do anything you need to do when you need to do it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so and if we deal with the idea of being a smart woman,
Right.
means you what? Make
Wise decisions.
okay,
Able to think on your own.
okay,
Depending on, I like what we talked about. Depending on the situation, you can rely on yourself.
indeed, if necessary.
Right.
If necessary. So strong, smart, and independent are awesome characteristics for anybody,
Right.
and especially a woman,
Right.
to be able to portray, have, and just walk out.
Yeah, that's our mechanism. It should be.
And it really should.
Yeah, it should
It
be.
really should. Because and even think about it. Nowadays, we have more business women.
Yes.
We have more black billionaires.
Yes.
Okay, I shouldn't have said black billionaires, but anyway. But we have more billionaire women
Yes.
now in our society. And so we're seeing how having these characteristics, having these qualities can really help. And really just point you towards success, because I'm
Flourish.
convinced strong, smart, and independent really does point towards success.
Yes.
However, when you connect to people, the issue is not the strong or the smart part. The issue becomes the independent part.
I like that. Let's break that down. Because where I come from, it was a couple of rap songs I used to listen to, and there was a couple of songs, Destiny's Child and all that, where we needed to, be in to pay our own bills,
Okay.
stand on our own. But when we were talking earlier, I really value what you said. We can use our independent aspect when we need to,
Well, yeah.
and then around the right man.
It takes someone, pardon me, it takes someone, I believe, that's able to respect you.
Yes.
So what if we start talking about, again, when we start talking about independence, if it refers to independent thinking,
Yes.
okay, fine. But if it refers to autonomy, which is you just being all by yourself, oh, I got this, I don't need a man, then because that could be, even if it's not said,
Yes.
it could be reflected, it could be acted out without
Yes.
being said.
Yes.
And generally, the total, to be totally honest, when a man gets to the point where he does not feel like he's useful,
Are needed.
he'll leave.
Right.
Or he'll stay home and find other places to be useful or needed.
And to put his time. Yeah. That's very powerful in the aspect of we're able to balance our independence, if we're saying that.
So if we were to find what a safe sense or healthy sense
Yes.
of independence is within a relation, within the confines of a relationship,
Yes.
what would we say it is?
Well, I was taught that independence meant money, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about being able to rely on oneself.
Okay, wow.
And so if I'm independently relying on myself, my partner, I should be able to rely on him. Does that make sense or no?
I think so. Independently relying on yourself while relying on him, I get that because I'm convinced that especially when we start saying, okay, well, what does this guy look like? What does this person look like? How does this person respond to strong, smart independence?
Yes.
I believe the truth of the matter is a woman's partner should reflect her values.
Oh, good.
So if you're strong and smart and independent, you should kind of be in a relationship with someone that is smart,
Yes.
that is strong-willed,
Yes.
and could, in fact, on their own be independent. So they're not like, because you're independent, you're not dragging around some mamsy-pamsy like, oh, take care of me.
Yeah. No. No, we're talking about someone who's, and we said this before, who's whole.
Okay,
Who's equal.
He's a
to
complete
us.
person.
Yes.
So there's not a 50-50?
I don't know if there's 50-50 anymore, okay? I don't know if there's 80-20 anymore. You gotta be careful. But we're talking about a partner who can balance us and be equal to us and give us a sense of security that we're allowed to put these core values maybe to the side. We have them in us.
Okay.
We have them in us. They make up who we are.
Right.
But if my husband's smart, at work, I got to be smart. In the streets, I have to be knowledgeable of making decisions.
Right.
When I step in the door,
Right.
when I'm in our domain, I'm looking to just be a soft, sensual woman.
So you can be, well, you just killed it. You can be as strong,
Yes.
as smart, and as independent you need to be
Yes.
outside of your home, but still maintain that feminine aura that
Exactly.
that I don't have to be he woman in this home.
Right. I'm looking for him to be the Superman. Okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for. And at the same time, our partner should be a reflection of him. So we need someone that carries these strong attributes. They're already in him. We don't have to teach him this. We're not teachers, and if we are, we don't want to.
It don't have to be a lifelong journey of teaching. It might just be a quick tutoring or something. But
yes.
So but here's the thing. So he should look like he's backed by her.
Oh, good.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So because the question becomes, what does he look like, or what is that? How do you picture
And we're
that?
not talking about muscles
No.
or waves in the hair. We're talking about
the
internal
person who you really are with when nobody's looking.
Yes, who you really are. How do you really think?
And that's key. So, but I believe he should look like he's backed by her.
Yes.
He shouldn't look like that he's a second citizen or that he's her assistant.
Right.
Do you understand?
Come
what I'm
on
saying?
with that.
It's imperative that he looks like he's backed by this strong, smart.
And at the same time, I think we get caught up in these fixer-up situations to where, and that's that 80-20 rule, because maybe he is strong, but not as wise.
Okay. But you know what? I don't think that's bad.
Okay. Me neither.
Me
neither.
Because here's the thing. If he's not as wise,
yes,
she makes up for what he doesn't have.
And likewise, vice versa.
It's important.
It's important for us to both be walking in our wholeness, walking in our greatness, side by side, equally yoked.
Complimenting.
Complimenting one another. Yes.
So here's the thing. I believe her partner should look like he's enamored.
I love that word.
Enamored.
Break that down.
By her. Like he's so in love.
Yes.
With who she is.
Yes.
It's not a question of if his head will turn.
Come on.
Because she completes him.
Yes. Yes.
Do you understand?
I sure do. Yes.
So he's enamored he's in love with her.
Yes.
So they used to use the term 30, 40 years ago, worship the ground she walks on.
Come on. Let's get back to that term.
Because he loves her.
And if I'm going off a little bit, the more you pour into her.
Come on.
The more you show up for her in that security, she just gets to give it back.
Right.
That's who we are. We're
Right.
we're nurturers. Not to get off topic, but we're nurturers.
Right.
So if my partner is just pouring into me wisdom and pouring into me strength and pouring into me reliability, security, then I'm able in return to give love, be that submissive woman they're looking for. Be those things that he needs.
He needs. The funny thing is, you said he needs to be able to pour into you, right?
Yes.
The more he pours into you, the bigger you get, the more you blossom, the more you flower.
Yes.
And that's real. So as some of our sisters that we're sharing with right now, maybe it's really paying attention to who you attract.
Come on. Oh, that's another topic.
No, because are you attracting people that take from you? Are you attracting people that you're constantly pouring into?
Right.
Or are you attracting people that, in fact, pour into you?
Yes. And
so
with
if he's coming with his hands out.
Yeah. Ooh.
If he's coming with his hands out,
already,
it makes it kind of hard to see, okay, what am I going to get out of this? And that's not bad.
No.
Our sister shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be a guessing game.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to worry or be confused on if your partner can meet you.
Right.
Right. Your partner should be able to meet you and more.
Right.
So and vice versa. It's a lot going on in these days. We have a lot of blended families. We have a lot of job security. We have a lot to worry about. What we don't want to worry about is a partner who's insecure, a partner who's confusing you, a partner who's taking from your independence instead of adding to.
Right. And that's key, because if, in fact, our women that are strong, smart, and independent, the last thing they need is someone that is unsure of themselves.
Yes. Lacks
Because
confidence.
If I'm unsure of me,
yes,
you're going to feel it.
And yeah, definitely.
It's going to cost you.
So you have to recognize these things. This is pre-relationship information that we're giving you.
Yeah, by all means.
Because
before you get in the deep end,
yes,
this is stuff that's supposed to be assessed.
Let's iron these things out.
Right.
Come on, sisters. Let's stop settling. That's the key thing. You know who you are.
And it's important for our sisters to feel cherished.
And you know who, even if you don't know who you are at this moment, right? You have the ability and the thoughts to know who you're going to be.
Who you want to become.
Who you want to be. So why settle here?
Right. Right. Because who you're striving to become, he should be able to match that.
Yes. He should be able to uplift you. He should be those core values. He should be sufficient. He should be dedicated. He should already know what love is. We have to stop having to teach these things.
But here's the other part. I get that, stop having to teach.
Yes.
But there's also that aspect of it's important to be able to have conversations.
Right.
You got to communicate.
Healthy conversations.
Because as a strong, smart, independent woman,
yes,
it's imperative that you don't settle.
Right.
For less than your value.
Right.
That you don't settle for less than your worth. But the only way that you are for sure not doing that
yes,
is by communicating what you need up front. Stop trying to make him a prophet.
Oh my goodness.
You slow down.
Yes.
Say what you want.
Yes.
So you can get what you want.
And it'll show. It'll show, because there are men out there that are intimidated by strong, smart, and independent.
Of course.
But maybe we're not talking about those men. We're talking about the men that applaud you.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
That respects your brain, respects your independence.
Come on.
That grows it, flowers it.
Right. Important. That's important.
Yeah, so we're talking to the men that's already got it going on. You already got it going on. And you guys make a strong, dominating force.
And the sad thing is because that's so far and few in between.
Right.
I think sometimes we run into situations where a strong, smart, independent woman would settle.
Yeah, because what I've been hearing is, and what I've seen as a woman myself is, I got it. Right?
Okay. That's the scary part of the independent part.
So I don't need that from him. And we do.
Uh-oh.
And we do.
Right. Because I think sometimes having a good moment or having a good year
Yes.
will make a person believe I got this.
Yes.
When the fact of the matter is you're not supposed to have it.
No. I mean, even if you have your own business, you're very educated, you have your degrees, you are able to, again, change your own tire.
Right.
We're designed
Right.
for a man, for a partner.
Come on.
We were made to have.
Yeah. You're made to receive.
To receive. Oh,
To receive.
Come on.
Period.
Come on, ladies.
Physically, mentally,
Come on,
emotionally,
ladies.
a woman is made to receive. But when she gets to the point to where she doesn't feel like she needs,
Yes.
then she can go without.
Right.
But it doesn't mean she doesn't lack.
There's something. Yeah.
There doesn't
For
mean
sure.
something could be lacking. And again, it's not to take away from the woman.
Right.
But when you're going to be in a relationship, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be in a relationship.
Yes.
So the key thing is to be in a relationship with someone that complements
Oh, that's powerful.
your greatness.
And who's secure in who you are, who he is.
Right. So that he doesn't take anything away from the value that you have,
Exactly.
but only adds to it.
Yes.
You should feel more secure in a relationship with somebody that values you.
Definitely.
Someone that cherishes you.
We're not talking because we have a lot of emotional issues going on nowadays.
Right.
So okay, we can deal with that, right? Everyone has an emotional side.
Right.
But we're just talking about these core values that make up a secure, valuable woman, right? And then she gets to have
Right.
security, value, protection
Come on.
From
Add it to her.
added to her.
Isn't that powerful?
Oh, I love it.
Isn't that powerful? I think it's really good. So what does he look like? I'm convinced he should, in fact, look like someone that's secure, that he's so secure
Yes.
that letting her be strong
Yes.
and smart and independent doesn't take anything away from him.
Yes.
He's so secure in who he is.
Kind of reminds me of like Barack and Michelle.
Okay.
You know, they balance each other.
You can see it.
Yeah, and her being phenomenal doesn't take from him
Anything
being
away from him.
Yeah, so
And it's important because I'm convinced if we slow down and be aware
yes.
before we get entangled.
But say that again.
Before
I was gonna say shackled. Joking,
yeah,
joking.
but just before we get, because you can be in a relationship and start feeling like you're stuck because everything that makes you starts getting stripped away from you because the person is in fact intimidated by you.
Right, or you have to give it to them for them to be secure and whole.
Right, and so that's all bad.
Right.
Relationships should add to you.
Yes.
It costs. There's some compromise involved.
Right.
But they should add to you.
Right.
Pardon me. So strong, smart, and independent
Yes.
is powerful.
Yes.
But the key to it is to only connect it
Wait.
to what adds to.
Yes. So your partner should look like those values that you already have.
Right.
Why we should not settle.
No way. There's too much value in there.
Yeah. So
And-
don't deplete yourself of your value,
right.
of your independence, just trying to make your partner look like you.
Right. Or yeah, I totally agree with that because the fact of the matter is, if you do, it costs you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right. Hey, look, I hope you got something today.
Yes.
Want to talk to you, remind you, by all means, like, subscribe, share.
Yes.
And by all means, continue to grow, continue to be the independent, smart,
Successful.
strong, successful woman that you're supposed to be.
Yes.